Today we're diving headfirst into the ancient world of Total War Pharaoh, a game that takes us all the way back to 1200 BCE, a time when Egypt was at the peak of its power. But is it worth your time and money? Well, stick around because we're about to uncover everything you need to know. Now, before you even start your campaign, Total War Pharaoh offers you a buffet of options to customize your experience. You can tweak resource availability, introduce deities for each culture, adjust attrition damage, and even control the frequency of disasters. The range of options is staggering, and it's a refreshing change from the standard difficulty settings we're used to in Total War games. It truly allows you to tailor the game to your liking. Moving on to the heart of the game, combat. Total War Pharaoh takes a step back from the high-octane battles of its predecessors. Forget about flaming catapults and cavalry charges. This is the Bronze Age, my friends. Combat revolves around melee infantry and ranged units like archers and slingers. Chariots, while epic, are a luxury you can't afford early on. This slower pace might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it adds a layer of strategy that feels unique and refreshing. One standout feature is the dynamic weather system. The sweltering heat can fatigue your troops, and sandstorms can reduce visibility and cause casualties. Armor degrades over time, forcing you to make tactical decisions about which units you want to commit to battle. It's these small details that immerse you in the era and make battles feel authentic. Now, if you're used to the flashy abilities of commanders in other Total War games, Pharaoh might surprise you. There are no dazzling Aristia-like activations here. Instead, generals are surrounded by their loyal bodyguards, and abilities mainly provide buffs and debuffs. It's a more grounded approach, which can be a hit or miss, depending on your preferences as a Total War veteran. Skills have been streamlined with 3 distinct lines to choose from: Presence, Fortitude, and Ardor, each offering unique buffs. As you progress, you can add titles that provide bonuses, adding depth to your strategies. For instance, Ramesses' Shield of the Medjay boosts melee defense for his elite troops, while the Sandwalker title saves your army from desert attrition. These choices truly impact your campaign's direction. If you've played Total War Saga Troy, you'll feel right at home with Pharaoh's barter system and aesthetics. Diplomatic deals are sweetened with resources like food, wood, marble, bronze, and gold. The campaign map is beautifully designed with vibrant visuals and landmarks that immerse you in the ancient world. Outposts add strategic depth to the game, enhancing your resource production and influence. Religion plays a significant role, with faction leaders choosing gods to worship, even those from other cultures. These choices can sway diplomatic relations and offer unique bonuses. It adds another layer of strategy to an already complex game. The Shemsu Hor mechanic, notifying you every 5 turns, adds a layer of depth by rewarding your court actions with campaign buffs. These buffs can turn the tide of battle, like Ramesses' ability to attack while in march stance. These changes to existing mechanics and new additions make the early campaign incredibly dynamic and engaging. Pharaoh introduces new mechanics like royal traditions and ambitions. Royal traditions determine your path, whether you aim to become the Pharaoh of Egypt or the great king of the Hittites. Ambitions, akin to missions, offer short-term goals that can lead to ancient legacies, where you follow in the footsteps of famous rulers. It's a nice addition that keeps the gameplay fresh. Now, let's talk about some criticisms. One gamey aspect is the lack of response from AI factions. You can prepare extensively before conquering their capital, and yet they often don't raise arms against you. This can take away from the challenge and immersion of the game. Total War Pharaoh is a standout title in the series, offering a unique setting and attention to detail. It may not suit everyone's taste with its slower combat, but it's a rewarding experience for fans and history buffs. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.